I have one group 0, or not making the cut, and one above 25,000. If I want to show the majority of the people, but more distinct in space, I would use that. I also could say I take 25,000 steps. So instead of 5 groups within 25,000, I have everyone in one group. That depends on what you want to tell. That is exactly the same example with the telephone housing units. The way I allocate my intervals and the ranges for those intervals changes the story I'm going to tell, or the outcome of the story. All right. Speaking of manual intervals, so you can see here now, you can select these, and you actually can label them. And here's an example, everything above 6,000, that's a numeric way to write that, but everything above 6,000, 6,001, and greater. It's completely okay to do that. If the idea is to show where everything is in a condensed way and explain that you have like these really, really concentrated spots of high income, it's completely okay. Remember, you start filtering your data with the idea of a research question. There's a purpose why you're looking at this. You're not just sitting there and browsing through the data all day and trying to find something. Even if you do big data research, you're looking at millions of data points and you try to find patterns, and with some idea. That was my week. 2 million data points. And start trying to know how to use that in GIS. When your GIS says, we're not going to do that. Or your online GIS bails out because your account had 50,000 points allocated and it stopped working at 50,000 points. I was 150,000 geocodes short on my data set. Now the whole thing is useless. Otherwise I hack it. Yes, I spent 50,000 points this week for research. And build a whole computer system on my machine to save the money. So, vice versa. All right, cool. So different ideas. This is my enemy. Remember when I said, okay, the system might have taken this automatically? The natural breaks or janks, this is your enemy. This is what happens if you just drag and drop your data in and it starts taking symbology and numbers. It randomly selects them. You can do that later on, it's just for fun, take the same data and compare it, what are the breaks for each of the stools. It's fascinating, yeah? And the color setting. So natural breaks, it clusters with not really intelligent logic behind it. At least not for someone who looks at it and is like, what does it say? To give you a natural example. Natural breaks, the amount of male versus female. So, any comments? Seems like that here is a really hot spot, huh? You know, I hang out here. A lot of females, a lot of males. Could be also young families or family housing. You know? Everyone who was laughing, this could be just family homes or not. Why or not? Look at the intervals. What have I been talking about the last half hour? Look, intervals. 400 something, 300 something. Yeah. Same area. So if you say the total amount of male in that area is about, the other one is here, 4,000 people. There's about 4,000 male here. And you look at the same area here, and it's like, oh yeah, this should be high too. Yeah, but it's only 2,900. It doesn't make sense. Huh? So, exactly, they're not equal, they are randomly selected, doesn't make sense.
That's a way to trick someone right there, perfect example.
Your enemy. Please, whatever we do in this class, do not submit the natural breaks or janks. unless it's warranted, unless it really says use natural bricks. Pick anything else. Submit something in pink. Yeah? Alright. So now you could say, okay, you can use custom classes, you can do that, you can combine that. You can see here